All right, let's talk about it. How do you actually start a conversation with someone, without that cringy, super awkward feeling? We're going to break down how to make it feel natural and, believe it or not, kind of easy.
Oh yeah, you've been there, right? You see someone you might be into and poof, your brain just completely shuts down. But here's the good news. This isn't some kind of magic power that only some people have. It's a skill. And like any skill, you can absolutely get better at it with a little practice.
So, before you even think about what you're going to say, the most important work happens right up here, inside your own head. It's all about building the right mindset, because trust me, how you're feeling on the inside totally shows on the outside.
And this right here, this is so important to get. Confidence is not a performance. It's not about trying to be this perfect, flawless version of yourself. No, it's just being comfortable in your own skin. People can spot authenticity from a mile away, and it is way, way more attractive than any act you could put on.
Okay, so how do you actually build this confidence? Well, it comes down to a few simple things you can actually do. Internally, just focus on what you're good at, your strengths. Externally, just stand a little taller, keep your body language open, don't be all hunched over. Emotionally, just remember to breathe, stay calm. And most importantly, just remember, this is something you practice. It gets stronger every single time you try.
Okay, so our mindset's in a good place. Now for the main event, actually starting the conversation. I know, this is where a lot of us just kind of freeze up, but I promise you, it is so much simpler than it seems.
This slide is perfect. It shows you exactly what to do and what to avoid. Forget those cheesy, rehearsed pickup lines. Just try a simple, genuine smile. Instead of some crazy, over-the-top compliment, just make a quick comment about something you both see, the music, the place, whatever. And please, ask open-ended questions. What do you think of this band? Opens a door for a real conversation. A yes or no question can slam it shut.
So you've started talking. Awesome. Now here's the big trap that almost everyone falls into. You start trying to impress them. You're racking your brain for the coolest, smartest thing to say. But that's not the goal here. The real goal isn't to put on a show. It's to actually connect.
And this is the golden rule right here. If you remember one thing, make it this. Shift your focus away from your own performance and just listen to what the other person is saying. When you show that you're genuinely interested, they feel valued, and that is the foundation of any real connection.
Just look at this breakdown of a healthy conversation. A full 50% of your energy should be on just listening. Another 30%, that's for asking follow-up questions, which proves you were paying attention. That only leaves about 20% for you to share your own stuff. See the balance? It's a recipe for real engagement, not a monologue about you.
Of course, a conversation is a two-way street, right? You've got to be paying attention to their body language. Are you getting green lights? Eye contact, smiling, open posture? Awesome, keep going. But if you start seeing yellow lights, they're looking away, giving you one-word answers, maybe they cross their arms, that's a clear signal to maybe give them some space or just politely wrap it up. Respecting their signals is absolutely key.
All right, let's quickly cover the common pitfalls, because honestly, knowing what not to do is just as important as knowing what to do. If you can avoid these big traps, you'll keep the conversation feeling comfortable and natural.
Okay, here are the big ones. First, overthinking every single word you're about to say. That just makes you nervous. Second, trying to act like someone you're not. It's exhausting and people can tell. Third, talking only about yourself or bragging. Huge turnoff. And finally, ignoring clear signs that they're not into it. If you can just sidestep these 4 things, you are way ahead of the game.
Just as important as a good beginning is a good ending. Knowing how to exit a conversation smoothly leaves a really great lasting impression, and maybe more importantly, keeps things from just fizzling out awkwardly.
And here it is, a simple, super effective 3-step plan. First, end on a positive note. Something like, hey, it was really great talking to you. Second, if it feels right, you can offer a really low-pressure way to stay in touch. And third, just leave with a confident smile. Don't linger, don't second-guess it. A clean exit is always the best one.
So after all these tips and steps and charts, what's the ultimate takeaway? It really just boils down to this. It's not about memorizing lines or following some complicated script. It is about being authentically you, treating the other person with kindness, and being genuinely curious about who they are. That's it. That's the whole secret.
So I'll leave you with this final thought. Instead of trying to master all of this at once, what is one small, manageable thing you can practice this week? Maybe it's just making eye contact and smiling at one person. Or maybe it's just practicing that open posture. The whole journey starts with one single step. What's yours going to be?